Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Tonight, I'm going to be reacting to a video requested by Yoko Vale's Sword. It's called F.E.A.R. Point Man Insurrection, made on the Civvie 11 YouTube channel. If you guys want to check out my previous reactions to other Civvie 11's gaming review videos, remember the playlist card is going to be at the top here. Just click on it and be able to access them. If you want to check out the original video as well as Civvie 11's YouTube channel, the links are going to be in the description below. Okay, let's start. 3, 2, 1, go.
What do you mean they think it's condemned? I showed them F.E.A.R. in the last video. You know what? Screw it. Let's do Condemned. You are John Condemned. Some kind of law enforcement official, I think. The world is a very dark place. Monolith made this, right? On the same version of LithTech as F.E.A.R. And while LithTech is still weird, it gets less janky with every iteration. Like F.E.A.R. and Condemned are less janky than No One Lives Forever and AVP 2, which were less janky than Blood 2 and Shogo, because those games were broken. This was before Warner Brothers stepped in and cleaned house over there to make sure that
Oh, what is this? Huh. Okay, John Condemned, right?
everything was running efficiently and that no one was allowed to do anything interesting without a very long and thorough internal review by a specialized team of treasure goblins. Look, if they're not making all possible money, they might as well be making no money. Is that what you want? Sad goblins?
Sad goblins, okay.
Actually, this game is kind of weird and confusing. I guess sometimes Monolith is hit or miss. Let's move on to... Before Monolith was sent to the Lord of the Rings mines, or I guess now the DC mines, to make what will absolutely be an Arkham-style third-person action game, there's no doubt about that.
Is this game already out? I don't think I've actually seen it. The Wonder Woman game. I don't think I've actually seen it. Huh.
And it will probably be very well made because it's Monolith. Warner Brothers owns Monolith now, and when reached for comment, a representative from WB said,
"He is inside with us! He will never get away! His pain won't end!"
Classic Warner Brothers. So Monolith's Craig Hubbard, a man who had been there since nearly the beginning, designing levels for Blood and Blood 2, and he was the project lead on Shogo. You know, Monolith's dark times.
Hold on, let me see Shogo and The Chosen. Okay. I've never heard of these games. Maybe if you guys have heard of them, you know, you can tell me in the comment section below if they were fun games, but I've never seen them before.
The raw years, as I like to call them. And I guess the failure of these games to be, you know, good, led to him deciding to do better games, and eventually one of those better games, widely regarded as Monolith's crown jewel, was F.E.A.R. And what a game it is! I know there's people in my comments right now talking about Tron 2.0 and how that's really Monolith's best game. I haven't played that, I know nothing about that, and you're still wrong. Anyone who likes Tron 2.0 is a sex predator.
What? I know Tron the movie, but Tron 2.0, I don't know this game either. Yeah. And if it's 2.0, that means this is the second installment of the game, right? It means there's the Tron game, and then Tron 2.0, right?
So Craig Hubbard says that the primary goal of F.E.A.R. was to make combat as intense as the tea house shootout at the beginning of John Woo's Hard Boiled. And if you've never seen that, despite me telling you to watch it because it's the apex of human achievement...
Crazy movie. The way these people fight with guns as if, I don't know, it's like the Matrix movies as well. I don't know. Really, it's just crazy how they play with the guns here. Oh, not play, but shoot with the guns, yeah.
And you're thinking, but Max Payne did this, you're right, but not in first person. And instead of blending a film noir narrative with the gunplay, they decided to mix it with some Asian horror influences, and bam, you got F.E.A.R. And there's a quote from this Eurogamer article. I just want to highlight it because it's a simple thing people tend to forget when they're talking about video games, and I want Craig Hubbard to get a Presidential Medal of Freedom for saying it.
"I don't think tension should be tied to the fear of losing your progress since the last checkpoint. Frustration and tedium aren't the kinds of emotions we want people to experience when they're playing F.E.A.R.
And like 99% of the time, frustration and tedium play no part in F.E.A.R. Unless you play on extreme difficulty, whereas I did hard because I wanted to have fun. Apparently that's illegal, as pointed out by some Australian plagiarist called Indemus, who's probably, I don't know, upside down, emu, war queen on your money, Australia jokes, fuck you. Look, Blunt might be my favorite Monolith game, but F.E.A.R is the GOAT. F.E.A.R is Monolith looking at the competition like Half-Life 2 and Doom 3 and saying, we're gonna make our own graphically impressive AAA shooting game, and we're gonna do it with bullet time. A thing that's already wearing out its welcome in 2005 after 2 Max Payne games, and we're gonna make it awesome. Not just awesome, legendary.
What just happened to that guy? It seems as if everything was slow motion, and then you could see the bullets flying out and, you know, the air being cut through by the bullet. Interesting. Huh, okay.
And so, on October 18th, 2005, about 17 years ago, Monolith released F.E.A.R on an unsuspecting public and rode that success to F.E.A.R 2, and then F.E.A.R 3 for 3R was farmed out to a company that wasn't Monolith, because Monolith, being a supremely talented studio, went the way of other supremely talented studios with legendary franchises. A big media conglomerate bought them, and now they work on their IPs exclusively.
Story of our times when it comes to gaming studios being acquired by these conglomerate companies. As soon as they're being caught up by them, their ethos changes, their direction changes, the spirit of that studio has been pulled out, and now what is left is this conglomerate expectations on how the game should be done, how much money should be made from this game, and how many units should be sold, and how fast must everything be produced. And we get messy games nowadays, you know. So yeah, it's sad. It's really sad. And you know, these gaming studios need money. They need the money to create better games. The issue is that there is a high price to pay for that. And that is the expectations and the controlling nature of this major conglomerate taking over this studio. So yeah, sad times. But do they have a choice? Some of these gaming studios, you know, their ambitions are they're up there, and they need to be supported with a lot of money. So do they really have a choice?
Here, those Middle-earth games are really good, especially when they patched out the shitty microtransactions from Shadow of War, proving that Warner Brothers at one point had some shame, a feature that has now been patched out. If you're sick of this show discussing talented studios being bought out and forced to serve the whims of giant, faceless, amoral corporations, and you'd like it if I stopped talking about that, so would I. Situation! A high-level alert has been issued. You have just been transferred to the unit as Point Man. This will be your first assignment with F.E.A.R. Point Man means man who takes point, which means man who is the first in front of enemy bullets. In 2000...
The first and only man. The first and only man. You know, whatever teams you're with, they're gonna probably die, or they're going to be trapped behind some sort of imaginary wall, or, you know, there's going to be some reason why you will be here alone on the battlefield. Yeah.
In 2002, the U.S. Army formed a secret unit dedicated to combating paranormal threats to national security. This was 2002, so those threats were mostly terrorist ghosts. First Encounter Assault Recon is a clunky acronym, but this is the government we're talking about.
Terrorist ghosts. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're already into Alma and her son Paxton, and the story of this game isn't important, so let's get into the story a little more.
Alma and Paxton? Okay. So, wait, who's Paxton here? Is it the guy who was kneeling on the floor, or is it who's ever behind this door?
This is Paxton Fettel. I'm not even gonna bother waiting because this game gives its twist away before you fire a single shot. So anyway, Point Man is Paxton's brother and Alma's son. If you didn't guess that during the literal introductory cutscene of this game...
What's the first thing you
Wait,
remember?
hold up. Before we even continue, why are you eating someone? What is wrong with you? Ish.
Where are you taking him? You will be a god among men.
So, taken away from your mother, a weird doctor, that's Harlan Wade, by the way. The first thing...
Harlan Wayne? Okay. Now, why does he want you to become a god amongst men?
Point Man remembers is his actual birth. The hospital room, game's waiting, no time telling you what's up, and I refuse to continue this video without getting everyone up to speed. Alma, who is maybe mentally a child. This one here in the red dress, because if you've got a horror game, you need a creepy child. And if you've got a sequel to a horror game, you need the adult version of that creepy child doing stuff to the protagonist I can't show on YouTube. You know. Paxton is a creep with treadless boots who eats people and kills because his mommy told him to. And he controls a battalion of psychic soldiers. I wouldn't
Psychic soldiers. Okay.
say the soldiers themselves are psychic, even if the AI is... I'm getting ahead of myself. We got a mission briefing.
What's his story?
Property of Armacam Technology Corporation. They're working on a military contract to develop an army of clones that respond to a psychic commander. Top secret, of course. F.E.A.R is one of the commanders.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. This is why nobody takes us seriously. Military clones.
Yeah, it does sound pretty out there.
A full battalion of them. Highly trained and heavily armed.
A battalion? What are we supposed to do against 1,000 super soldiers?
So basically, your organization is consisting of the Point Man, you, the lady, and this guy with the cap. Wow. Well, at least, you know, the government has funded you guys with a nice looking situation room. That's something.
Okay, you're starting to bum me out, dude. This is a shooty game. We shoot them. What's your name, scumbag? Spencer Jankowski?
Okay. Spencer Jankowski. Alright.
No way.
Fortunately, the whole point of the program is to give commanders first-hand knowledge of the battlefield without putting them in danger. That means we should be able to corner the bastard without having to wade through all those soldiers.
I don't see why not. Harlan was able to wade through them. I'm so sorry.
Actionable pun detected.
Cold room, now, and get rid of that laugh track button.
Be right back, kids. There, laugh track button's gone. I'm replacing it with a Jankowski button.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
What about you, buddy? Ready to go to work?
You're putting him in the field? Are you crazy?
You know what? I don't like your attitude, Jankowski.
You've seen his training results. His reflexes are totally off the charts.
Totally off the charts, don't you know? Also, just kind of funny looking in general.
I think he can handle himself.
Whatever, man. It's your call.
Goddamn right it is.
Yeah, we'll see who gets killed and who spends the next 6 hours doing cool slow-mo John Woo shit.
Spencer, what do you have against the Point Man? Why are you so combative? We're supposed to be a team, right? So, what's your issue?
Bitch.
We've tracked F.E.A.R to an abandoned building just up ahead. No sign of enemy activity on the satellite, but don't take any chances.
Here we go, this...
Betters, that's his name, okay. Okay, Betters R. F.E.A.R Commander.
Top of the line 2005 experience right here. This pretty lighting, the slightly better than Quake 3 look and meshes, environments with just the right touch of detail. The look, we have physics too. No ADS, only zoom, which works similarly but is less intrusive. And
why did the rat explode like that? What kind of gun are you using? Huh.
Absolutely essential to playing this game because it makes your weapon more accurate. We've already found a health booster that'll permanently increase your max HP. The game is mostly linear, so if there's some branching path you see, chances are it has one of these or a reflex booster that permanently increases your bullet time pool. Nothing's happening yet. I'm ready for some action.
Come on.
Permanently increases your reflexes. Is that like stamina? But they would have said stamina or something like that, right?
You ready?
Yeah!
Go!
Okay. He just vanished. I think maybe the point man is in some sort of like a psychic attack. Yeah. It must be, what's his name? The guy who eats people. Paxton. Or it might be the girl, Alma. Alright.
You were born here.
Yeah, I know.
Place.
Paxton. Paxton or Paxton? Yeah, him.
I was there.
So was I. You ain't special. We got a very, very dead guy here, and...
Jin, we need you up here.
Jesus, Jankowski, where'd you come from? You turned...
He was always here, though. You know, remember you were on in a psychic attack, some sort of illusion. And, yeah, he's always been here. But, did Paxton do that to that guy? He was probably eating him as well. Oh, gosh. Hey.
into Particles 2 rooms back. You okay, man?
Looks like we're too late, boss. Just leftovers.
Oh no, Paxton's the brother that eats people. He's always been the weird one.
I'll wait here for Jin. You take a look around.
Okay, what could go wrong? I'm quick on my feet.
His reflexes are totally off the charts.
Really, Paxton?
The dead man's name was Charles Haberger. I remember him. But are the memories mine or hers? It makes no difference. He deserved to die.
Yeah, but you didn't have to eat him. Just kill him and go. Why are you eating people? And you know, I don't think this is healthy. I honestly don't think that this is healthy. Eating other human beings raw. Oh gosh.
They all deserve to die.
Oh, you have always been like this. Ever since I was born, you're always murdering people. I was really enjoying that sherry that Dr. Gorman bought for me, and I was going to share it, but now because you ate him, Paxton, that's the kind of social faux pas that could ruin this family.
What's going on? I've lost Fennel's signal. Comcast is his dead mother,
So Paxton and the Pointman are related to Alma, and Alma is their mother. That child. Okay.
You are busy. We've got a situation down at the harbor.
These men are from F.E.A.R. They're special attachments to our unit for the duration of this op. They will be on point. Their mission is to assess the nature of the threat. Our job is to keep them alive. Do not engage the enemy.
Do not engage. They're going to engage you guys.
Well, they wanted me to get the gate open, and now they're dead. Looks like Alma waded through them. Oh!
I swear to God, Civvie.
Looks like all my buddies are dead. We still haven't been killing anything except rats, which I did on instinct because this is a monolith game. So far, they've given away the twist at the end. All the environments, while beautifully rendered with great atmosphere, are kind of samey industrial corridors and boxy rooms. And according to the cutscenes, we're going to be facing off against a lot of featureless soldier goons. Sounds like this game doesn't have a lot going for it. So the combat loop had better be really, really fucking good.
This is Echo 7. Should we investigate?
How is that guy not dead? How is he not dead? Like, Civvie 11 shot at him at the back and, you know, shot him on the legs and I think that's a helmet, right? Yeah. And he's not dead? Wow. Oh, there's that slow motion again. Maybe it's the reflex, right? Yeah, the reflex thing is allowing him to move so fast that it seems like it's slow motion. Okay. Wow. And the blood splatter. I think it's a bit too excessive. I think.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff. That's the slow-motion first-person gunplay that launched 1,000 imitators, and it was never, ever done better. I don't even need to show you more to explain. I will, but this room tells the whole story. F.E.A.R soldiers do this thing called goal-oriented action planning, and I'm going to put a link in the description to a video that explains it way better than I can, but I'm going to give you the gist. The AI is given a set of circumstances depending on the environment. Their goal is to murder you. They can do this by ambushing, flanking, patrolling, taking cover, reacting to you pointing a gun at them. The AI finds a problem, you, and creates a plan to deal with that problem. If the plan is for this clown to shoot you, but instead you shoot him, then the plan is altered. When that plan is cooked, the AI checks to see if that plan is still viable, and if it isn't, they try something else.
And I'm sure, it's also determined by the difficulty of the game, how advanced the AI is going to become, and the tactics that it uses. Because I don't expect it to have the same sort of, proficiency, if I can say that, in terms of how the AI operates, if you're on easy mode or casual mode. So probably on the difficulty modes, not only are their weapons more powerful against you, but also their tactics become even more complicated and less easy to read. On the battlefield, if I can say that. Okay.
Their next goal might be to not die, so they take cover. After that, their goal is again to murder you. And I know it sounds like they're talking to each other. They're not. None of the enemies individually know what's going on, but they might have the same goals. Their teamwork is an illusion, but it's a really, really convincing one. You see, Randy? This is what real magic looks like. Your enemies are, in a very basic and artificial way, strategizing against you. Their plans exist, but they're not long-term. They're basically doing the same thing that you're doing, which is stumbling in and flying by the seat of your pants. They're basically doing the same thing that I'm doing anyway. This makes aggressive plays, murdering them as quickly as possible, say interrupting their first goals, the way to do it. The enemy noticing you in this game should happen within a few seconds of half of their squad dying. I'm not tech-brained. I'm no host organism for the consciousness of an ageless space turtle and person who could easily understand, explain, and probably recreate F.E.A.R's AI in an afternoon with a pizza and a 2-liter of Diet Coke, John Carmack. The AI's response to the player is only half of what's important about F.E.A.R's combat. The other half is the John Woo shit. As I've mentioned before in videos discussing games that use bullet time, usually badly, the John Woo style requires your environment to go absolutely fucking crazy when anything is hit with a bullet. Observe the humble fuse box. That fuse box doesn't just get shot, it explodes, sparks, shoots lightning, and produces more smoke than a Sublime concert. In slow-mo, you see the bullet trails. When you hit an enemy in the face, the blood spray is so pronounced that it starts as a 6-foot geyser coming out of the enemy's helmet, meaning...
Yeah, like that's excessive. Really excessive. I mean, yes, there is a lot of blood in the head, right? But not like that. Not like that.
That it is readable to the player from very far away. And it just isn't John Woo shit unless you've got 2 pistols.
But really, it also reminds me of The Matrix. In The Matrix, in the first Matrix movie, with the agents shooting at Neo, and he would go slow motion like, and then you just see the bullet trails and the bullets, passing him by. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that as well.
I don't even care about taking fall damage. That was awesome. I'm not big on assault rifles in this game. I'll use them if I have to. You're only allowed to carry 3 weapons at a time, which sucks, and I dumped the SMG from the start first, because it's low power and low accuracy.
Are there any melee weapons? Like a knife or a machete of some sort, or, I don't know, a crowbar?
Pistols are good enough for right now, unless Alma shows up.
But you're shooting at a psychic illusion here. I don't think she's actually there.
He's alive.
Should I call in a medevac?
He doesn't appear to be injured, although I don't know how.
What's her name? San Quan. Yes, okay. F.E.A.R medical specialist. Alright.
How he survived.
2 guns and 0 fucks, that's how.
I'm reading Federal's transmitter near that position. We gotta take that fucker out, fast. Jen, keep looking for Jankowski. I'm still reading his life signs.
You can't send him in alone, that's crazy.
He can take care of himself. Now move!
I want to stop for a second and marvel at how Monolith made another game where you're running through the city chasing one specific bad guy the whole time. Except GT didn't ship it halfway through development. It sucks that the phone messages start off not being plot relevant. They get there once you're inside Armacam, but for right now they're barely world building.
You have 1 new message.
Mike, what the hell's going on over there? It sounded like an explosion. I can't get through to anybody. Call me back.
End of messages.
I wonder how many of these types of messages do you find around the game, and like you don't get anything, like no experience, no sort of like a special weapon after listening to all of the video, not video, but sound recordings. Okay, so it's just for the ambiance of the game, just for vibes. Alright.
South River treatment plant, huh? When I talk about lift tech jank, I still have to include stuff from their most famous game. Like, what is this lean? It looks like the point man is rolling his torso in a way it really shouldn't move.
It's like... okay.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
Still, nothing is better than dropping 3 of these guys with dual pistols in slow-mo. I still can't believe you can pistol whip these guys to death.
Nothing to report.
Or you can do jump kicks or slide kicks, both of which I rarely use because I have guns. I know how effective they are, but if I want to get right in their face, there's another weapon in my arsenal that I can use for close encounters.
Okay, so you do have like melee attack abilities. You know, you can hit them with your with your gun, or you can use some martial arts, you know, fighting styles against them. But I don't know. I would have wanted also like a knife, or maybe because I'm thinking too much of Call of Duty, and you know the melee attack in Call of Duty is usually just a knife. That's so I expected like a combat knife of some sort, yeah, or some other tool. But I guess this is nice as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you knew it was coming.
I did.
This is the scariest monster in the game. The
VK-12 combat shotgun.
VK-12 combat shotgun. You may have seen it before in every list of best video game shotguns on the internet. It's in the...
Really? Huh. I think I need to look up this list on YouTube.
The top 5 easily. That Monolith occupies 2 spaces on that list is itself an achievement. Maybe it's not as powerful as the super shotgun from Doom 2, but it sure feels like it is.
What the hell? This guy just flew off his feet. Oh wow, this shotgun. And it killed the other guy. I didn't even notice the other guy there. Gee.
The road from pulling the trigger to making a ragdoll fly across the room has never been smoother and more satisfying than right here.
And it makes these armored soldiers just dance around like
It's the instant gratification. It's the power. It's the trail of all the pellets as they connect. A stray one catching a piece of concrete and blowing off a small chunk of it. The sparks from the impact lighting up the area. The impact being more devastating than some other games' explosive weapons. The red...
Yeah, it looks like it's as if the pellets of the shotgun are explosives as well. It's crazy.
Mist cloud from a direct hit. The visual and auditory assurance that anything not immediately killed by it has suffered such grievous bodily harm that Armacam's insurance provider will drop them. If it isn't dead, it's gonna wish it was. Someone, somewhere along the line during this game's development decided that there would always be plentiful ammo for this thing, and that it would hold not 6, not 8, but 12 rounds of white-hot buckshot that you can reload in less than 2 seconds.
His reflexes are totally off the charts.
No shit. Ridiculous. Overpowered. Legendary.
Definitely ridiculous, overpowered, and okay, legendary as well. I mean, this is crazy. Especially when it's a direct hit and you just see the blood just explode out of this soldier's body like that. Oh, wow. Crazy stuff.
Nice fucking model!
I love the Penetrator too, don't get me wrong. Until they start introducing super weapons like the particle beam or the rocket launcher, my loadout is pistols, shotgun, and Penetrator.
Particle beam and rocket launcher? Huh.
The difference is that the shotgun never once leaves my inventory until the game forces it out. Look, I spend a lot of time in slow-mo with dual pistols. If you don't, you're playing it wrong.
It's cool. It, you know, like I said, it reminds me of the Matrix.
The Penetrator is some kind of military-grade nail gun that does what bullets don't.
Copy. I'm sending in reinforcements.
Armor piercing for when the heavy armor boys show up so it stays in my inventory as much as possible. You know, but I finished this one off with the shotgun because it looks cool. I haven't talked about the grenades, which are a lot of fun. You can't just toss them and expect everything to work out because the clones will run if they see them. So you have to make sure that the grenade goes off before their dumb computer brains can formulate that plan.
I like the shockwave, you know, especially when you activate that reflex slow motion ability and you can actually see the explosion and then the shockwave that just expands out as well. Just like when you're shooting with the guns or with the shotgun, you can see everything in slow motion with the air, you know, compression and everything just coming out bit by bit. Yeah, I like that. That's nice, really.
There's also remote bombs and proximity mines, which is kind of blood-like, right? I have yet to reliably lead the AI to a remote bomb trap. The AI is too good to follow you into a place where you've holed up. They will never do it. Instead, they'll... Fuck! I can't...
So that's kind of good, though, that the AI can actually do that. Yeah.
Usually get them to go after mines, either.
Shotgun action time. That guy walked straight into that. He walked straight into it.
We get a flashback to Paxton interrogating someone like I'm some kind of psychic soldier or something.
No, I don't want to see this guy. He's gonna eat him as well, probably.
Where is Alma?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Some secrets get buried deeper than others, but I know where to dig.
No, wait, you've got the wrong guy.
Oh, hey, Alma. What are you doing?
Oh, hi, Mom. Oh, hello, Paxton. You know you're only mother's favorite because you have an army of soldiers from the government.
Okay, that was actually a bit scary. Because I really don't like this guy. I don't like him at all.
They all deserve to die.
Maybe Jankowski. The scary parts of F.E.A.R take place between combat encounters when, like, Alma crawls around in vents. Like mother, like son, I guess. I wonder why she isn't dual-wielding pistols, too. It would be more effective than...
She doesn't need such archaic and, you know, uncivilized ways of fighting. She can use her mind, clearly. She's a very powerful, psychic person.
Trying to scare me. I'm not scared. You know what happens when I get scared in this game? We're about to be done with these warehouses and sewage treatment plants. There's something weird going on over at Armacam. No, wait a second.
Man, these armor-plated soldiers are really difficult to kill. It's kind of cool what they're wearing. Yeah, I kind of like it. Yeah.
God, that's good.
Looks like the HLZ is clear. Copy, I'm on approach. Any news on the bad guys? We know they hit the main building shortly before 5 p.m. No estimate on enemy strength, but we should assume it's a sizable force.
Not for long. What amazes me about this section is that the helicopter doesn't get shot down. Everyone else on it dies, yeah, but the chopper is still intact. Still on my penetrator shotgun pistol bullshit, if it ain't broke. Here's where you get to fight the assassins. Stealth soldiers with cloaking devices, they climb on walls, and I will suffer none of their shit.
Nice. Nice.
Before I walk through the shadow of the halls of Armacam, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, my buckshot rod, my staff of liquefaction. Prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies, cause I'm serving lead. Over there, shoot it!
Don't shoot. My name is Norton Mapes. I'm an engineer.
Yeah, it's a civilian. Give him a comlink.
Hello? Who are you people?
The good guys. Are you alright?
Oh, sure. I'm having a hell of a time.
You said you're an engineer? Can you help me get into the network?
What am I, an IS?
What's his name again? Sorry, let me just write down his name here. Okay. ATC employee. What are you still doing in the offices? Shouldn't you be, you know, either dead or gone? So why are you here?
Slacky. Tell you what, you disable the local security system and I'll see what I can do about the server.
Fuck you, Norton Mapes, you piece of shit with your clownish leitmotif, you ginger meat boulder.
Why do you want us to bring down the security system anyway?
Never mind why. You want my help, that's the price.
Don't do it, he's just gonna steal the dinosaur embryos. I'm convinced that Monolith had an IT guy in their offices who was just the worst, and they're sharing him with us as a digital phantom and icon of smug power douchery.
You know what? It's actually possible, because this guy, it just doesn't fit what we've been seeing so far in the game. Like, this guy's like a clown. And now he's eating food. Like, wow, okay.
I fucking hate Norton Mapes with every fiber of my being. He is a cowardly slob, a festering pustule of a character, a treacherous Cheeto dust-covered polyp, an absolutely insufferable pompadour-topped spunk balloon smuggled up this game's asshole to avoid the creep-sniffing dogs at the airport. And he's a sex pest.
Norton, it's Ian Hives.
Oh no.
Look, Alice Wade stopped by my office this morning. I feel a little awkward saying this, but, well, I really need you to tone down the innuendo around her. It's not that I personally give a rat's ass, but the last thing we need right now is a sexual harassment case drawing unwanted attention to this task force.
I guess if you're gonna creep on one of Harlan Wade's daughters, Alice was the safer choice.
Okay, I'm showing that the network has been rebooted. Good job. It'll take a minute for the system to come back online.
You know there's ghosts in this building. That seems strange.
Are they ghosts or are they just psychic illusions like before?
Think I'm scared by the sounds of a baby crying? I hear that shit every day. I'm used to it. Yeah, I know. You want your mommy, and I have to make sacrifices to Moloch, blah, blah, blah. You know, at least Ramses is educational.
Wait, is Civvie in some sort of like a prison? What the hell is going on here?
You know what? I think you're bullshitting me about the Battle of Kadesh, and I don't appreciate it. Kinda weird that one of the few enemies included in this game is ghosts that get vaporized in one hit from any weapon, not just the holy boomstick.
She is a prisoner, floating in darkness, like the unborn in the womb. Soon I will find her, and I will set her free.
Listen.
Who, Alma?
And whatever issues you have with mom is your business. Do what everybody else does and marry a girl just like her, and there's 50-50 chance you'll grow old and miserable together or get a divorce. But this psychic soldier shit isn't a healthy coping mechanism. Shit, elevator incoming. Oh, fuck, sorry.
There was a...
Oh, luckily there's no such thing as a friendly fire, you know, kind of mechanic here, because she should have died. What's her name again? Sun. Yeah, she should have died right there.
A lot of anger in this room.
Really, Counselor Troy, there was a lot of anger in this room of blood.
That's great. Got anything useful to add?
I don't see any bullet holes. There's no brass lying around either. These guys didn't fire a shot.
So that's a no on useful info. This game's combat is so goddamn good I can pick a clip from anywhere and it works. You know the AI notices your flashlight?
Oh, wow. Oh, okay, that's the first time I've actually seen something like that.
Now that we're at Armacam, the phone messages are actually plot relevant and good. Harlan Wade, an Armacam scientist, who I guess is technically worse than Norton Mapes for reasons we'll learn about later, has some choice words on this whole mess.
Now, I don't know which one of you shitheels over there is calling the shots, but you better stop dicking around fast, because the readings are getting worse by the minute. It's really a simple choice. You can either listen to the expert advice you're being given, or you can brace yourselves for the ass-fuck of the century, because it's coming. You mark my words on that.
Alright, Grandpa, take your pills. You're getting a little salty. Oh, right, so... Alma is Harlan Wade's daughter, which means...
That means... what's his name again? Paxton as well as the Point Man are related to Harlan, right? That's your grandfather. Okay.
That Harlan Wade is Point Man's grandfather, because every terrible thing that could possibly happen leading up to the story of this game has happened. F.E.A.R's story is told through audio logs mostly, phone messages, and mostly dead people who probably deserve to die. Alma Wade was born to Harlan and Elizabeth Wade. Her mother died during childbirth, and as soon as her father found out she had psychic powers, he thought that the best course of action was to do an indefinite Bring Your Daughter to Work day, where Armacam would experiment on her for the rest of her life. When I say that Harlan Wade is technically worse than Norton Mapes, I mean he is very much worse than Norton Mapes. When she started using her psychic powers against them, she was put into a coma, and they thought, you know, we have kidnapped a child and done horrible experiments on her for like 5 years. We're already going to hell. Let's forcibly impregnate her twice with DNA from Harlan Wade.
Oh no, man. No, no. Oh.
So I guess Harlan Wade is also Point Man and Paxton's father and grandfather, and this whole horrifying mess was called Project Origin. Wayland Yutani's over here going, Jesus, dude, dial it back. Alma, still in a coma, merged her consciousness with Paxton in what they called a synchronicity event. And so obviously after that they kill her, but that doesn't work. Her body dies, but enter Armacam President Genevieve Ariston, who says, we've got this real estate underground we're not using. Cracks open the Origin bunker, and everyone she sends in there dies. So she sends more people in who also die. She seals the place back up, but it's too late because Alma got to Paxton, and now they're both looking for the Origin facility so they can get Alma's body and spirit and set them both free. The moral of the story is don't be cartoonishly evil.
Whew. Man, that's a deep story right there. Oh. I can see why maybe, you know, Paxton is not only killing people, but is also consuming them. It's the madness, you know, of having two personalities at the same time in your head. And also the anger and pain that his mother has been going through. And yeah, it just resulted in this type of situation where Paxton doesn't have the satisfaction anymore of just killing you. He wants to destroy you. He wants to consume you, you know. And maybe that's how Alma feels whole again, you know. Oh.
Finally! Can you do something about these bombs?
Yeah, but my normal method is to explode them, and if I did that, my boss would...
All right, another civilian. Den Mother, we've located a hostage. Sounds like he's wired up with explosives. Roger, I'll send somebody to help out. Give him a comm link.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, buddy. There's some elevators near your position. Secure the area and escort the team back to Bishop.
It's too quiet.
Hey, good to see you again.
Jesus, don't do that!
You the bomb expert?
That's right. Don't worry, you'll be fine. A fire alarm.
It was triggered at a security office on that floor. You'll need to shut it off to get the elevators back online.
Okay, I guess that's my problem since I'm bomb activation and not bomb disposal. Mom, I told you never to bother me at work. I'm listening to voicemails. I'll be with you in a minute.
You have one new message.
Before I know it, the Armacam rent-a-cops show up to kill Bishop, because the supervillain method of strapping a bomb to him didn't work. I want to say they're less of a threat than the clones, but this one takes a spike to the dome without any adverse effects.
Just like with that guy you shot in the first, in the beginning of the game. You shot him in the back, you shot him on the back of his head, on his legs, he didn't die. So yeah, I'm not really surprised.
The trick is to hit the side of his head, which sends him flying over that way somehow. 2000s ragdolls are funny.
It was super funny. That was just... wow. I mean, it's funny. It's far more weirder than the guy who got caught in the stairs railing, you know. Somehow he just launched himself into it and then he was just stuck like that. So yeah, the ragdolling here is extremely funny. Extremely funny.
Hello? Who's there? Oh, it's you.
You're still here, Mapes?
Christ, I thought I was a goner.
Day ain't over yet.
We're gonna fight with that cactus?
The elevators are offline, and those soldiers are everywhere. Now, you've got to find the security office and override the lockdown.
You gonna stay put this time?
On my honor.
Hey, Mapes, I got a place you can put that cactus. Alright, goons killed, security overridden, what now?
What I find interesting is that, you know, Point Man is not talking to these people. It's always it's always Better who's talking, you know, the F.E.A.R commander, who's talking through Point Man to whoever Point Man is looking at, you know. So I find that quite interesting, that Point Man is a silent guy while his commanding officer is talking through him through his microphones or speaker or whatever he has on him. And, you know, people are talking to the commander essentially and not to Point Man. Point Man is just the walkable radio. Yeah, if I can say it like that.
Sayonara.
Mapes, you shit sack! Goddamn Mapes making me climb elevator shafts and go through vents. I'm literally the only person in this building not trying to kill you. And not just because I killed the Armacam security that Genevieve sent.
Oh, perfect. You again. See this button?
Don't you do that, Mapes, you son of a bitch. Don't you push that button. I would make the human race extinct if it meant getting rid of Norton Mapes. He turns the security system on to slow me down. Time to deal with the turrets, you know, with violence. There are ways to avoid some of them, but it's better to be safe than sorry. In some Valve-style blue balling, you get to control turrets later and mow down hapless clone soldiers for a while.
So what's his endgame? Why is Maps doing all of this? For who? For what?
Here's a tip. If you see a big elevator that you need to hit a switch to lower, 9 times out of 10 there's a big tough enemy coming down with it. So...
Ooh, a battle tech suit or mech suit.
too. This combat never gets old. Now I have a particle beam, which might as well be a railgun in terms of functionality.
Yeah, it even shoots like it's a railgun instead of like a particle beam. You know, I don't see any type of energy that's consistent as it targets the enemy and, you know, kills the enemy. It kind of just looks like a very fast bullet just came out of the barrel, and you just see the energy trail or the smoke coming out as well. Yeah.
Yeah, Mapes is still creeping around this building somewhere. We shouldn't take any chances.
Get to my office and find my laptop. There's a text file called Proteus. Hurry!
You're not one of them. I'd pretty much given up on being rescued.
Thank God she's okay. Give her a comm link.
How many...
You see what I mean? I mean, you're not important. I mean, your voice in this situation is not important. It's always better who's talking and not you.
Comlinks do I have? Anyway, Betters, this is my aunt and sister Alice.
Really? Oh yeah, since she's related to what's his name again? Harlan. Yeah. Oh wow.
Hello?
Ms. Wade, we're gonna get you out of there, but you're gonna have to move quickly.
I need to get to my dad.
Where is he?
Some kind of classified facility. I've never heard of it.
First things first, get to the roof. The hello's on the way.
Wait, why do you need to get to him though? And does she know who you are?
You mean a helicopter? Can we drive instead? My car's downstairs in the parking garage.
Can you just say no to special forces just fuck their plans up while they're trying to save your life from killer psychic soldiers?
Yeah, right.
You have 2 new
Hurry!
messages.
Let's go get my dad.
Hey, shit, zip it. I'm checking his messages. To Alice's credit, she never gets in the way, never goes anywhere near a firefight, and isn't a horrible pain in my ass. Meaning she's easily the best character I've met so far.
Ooh, I like the elevator music.
Why are all the floors lighting up?
Because God hates us and the devil thinks it's funny.
Uh-oh. Somebody's pressing the call buttons. Get ready! Close!
What are you doing? Trust me, I'm a professional.
And I've got a shotgun.
I like the fact that when you're in slow motion, CV11's also talking in slow motion. Yeah, that's nice ad right there.
Here we go again.
You know, you're awfully calm about this.
Look, I hate to have to tell you about this, but your father is kind of an asshole. He's done some really terrible stuff.
Yeah.
You should also say, my grandfather, father. Yeah, you should tell her the truth, who you are in this situation.
You have a sister who I guess is the one trying to kill us right now, through your nephew. Your other nephew, Paxton. My name is Pointman, by the way. I'm also your nephew, and I really didn't want to drag you into the family drama, but here we are.
And it really is an unfortunate situation where, you know, Pointman can't say a word. He's not talking. I don't know why don't they have the main character talk at least to his aunt, sister. No, not sister, but aunt situation. Yeah.
Don't have to kill everybody.
I literally have to kill everybody to get this elevator going again. Probably.
What's going on? What happened to the power?
Don't worry, I'll fix it. Yeah, you guys should catch up.
There you are. How did we get separated?
How are you still alive?
I don't think Oma wants to kill her, because she's not involved in all of this. Although she does seem like she's oblivious to the truth about what happened to her elder sister. And yeah. And it seems like Harlan has been the good father to her instead of being a good father to Alma. Interesting.
You should have a visual on the evac chopper.
Oh my god!
Yep, there it is. I've been waiting all night for that.
This is crazy. I am not waiting here. My dad's in danger.
Fun thing about
Leave your dad alone, lady. Oh gosh.
that particle beam, it leaves behind spooky charred skeletons. Happy Halloween, asshole! I'm not sure exactly where they got flying death robots, but they've got flying death robots. You're all destroying your own office building at this point. Hey fuckers, I'm the valet. I'm here for Miss Wade's car.
This way.
It's good to see you in one piece.
You're lucky I'm out of grenades.
I don't think Army Camp was interested in what was on the property. They wanted what was under it. He was guessing it had something to do with Oregon. We're hit!
Ah, there it is!
You sure you want to send him alone? These guys ain't fucking around.
We don't have a choice. Fettel could be anywhere, and Alice is out there on her own. By the time backup reaches you, she could be dead.
Yeah, we kind of suck at this.
We're still a couple of clicks away from the Rammelmeyer compound, so you're gonna have to get there on foot.
What else is new?
And where's Spencer? Is he dead?
Oh shit!
Mech suit. Man, to be fighting such a powerful opponent in such a, you know, narrow passageways here, it must be really difficult. Almost there. Excellent.
Okay, that one caught me by surprise. The snipers! Well, they try.
You know, the fact that the soldiers turn into like skeletons if you shoot them with the particle beam, it reminds me of a movie called, I think it was called Mars Attacks, you know, with the aliens from Mars with no skin. Like, it's just like a super big brain and their eyes and their teeth, because they have no skin on, you know, covering up all those important parts on the face. So yeah, and they talk like yeah, something like that. Yeah, and they also had some ray guns that shoot at you know, human beings or whoever else, and they turn into skeletons. So yeah, it reminds me of that movie. If you guys haven't watched Mars Attacks, please watch it. It's so funny.
You see, the trick is to play so aggressively that the AI thinks you must be an absolute idiot, running up on a truck full of soldiers and hitting it like it was a German trench. If you enjoyed the first part of this game in the industrial areas, this is basically that with more dickish enemy placement, and more assassins who are in the running for least valuable player in Paxton's army, because I don't remember a single time during any playthrough of this game that one of them has managed to kill me. Assassins, kids!
We can't stop it!
They're failing at their job.
Where'd that fucking thing come?
Amateurs. Alright guys, I took care of it.
Was that guy acting like he was dead?
Really? Elevator's broken. Oh, never mind. I had to shoot some ghosts. Got me a repeating cannon.
Oh, is that the rocket launcher? Okay.
Not even Mapes can stop me now.
I'm just doing my job. I'm doing what has to be done.
Damn it! No! He was mine, Wade! He
What was his job?
was mine!
Fuckhead. He locked you out. The only way in is to divert power to the door.
Oh, it's not actually part of the game. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Like, I know he doesn't actually die right now because he's in the... Fine, I'll go hit some switches. The game doesn't actually let me kill Mapes, or Harlan Wade for that matter. Actually, the end of this game...
What? You don't kill Harlan Wade? Then who kills this guy? Because someone has to kill him.
Kinda sucks. Paxton took all my weapons away except for a pistol in the ghost dimension over here.
You must have sensed it. She cannot see in your mind, but perhaps you can see into hers. A life of waking from one nightmare, only to find herself deep in another. I will set her free.
We put her in there 2 days before her 8th birthday.
Error. No life signs detected.
She died 6 days after we pulled the plug.
Oh, that's where Alma is being kept. The body, I mean, not her consciousness. Because the consciousness is with Paxton. Okay.
Release sequence complete.
This is how it ends.
Ooh, what is she doing to you?
Oh, so we're done here? Now that I think about it, I had absolutely no effect on the outcome of this story. That's a bummer. What's worse is that the rest of the game, as you're escaping the facility, you're only shooting these specters that explode into particle effects like the cheapest of trashy Unity games. It's not even fun when you've got 2 pistols, I mean, really. You do...
Is this your mother's doing, or is it, you know, just a cause and effect, you know, with her powers being so powerful? And, you know, she's able to tear holes into realities. Maybe these things have found a weakness in this reality and they've just started popping in. I'm just wondering whether this is her, you know, her doing, or is it just because she's so powerful? Yeah. Because why is she still trying to kill you? If it is her, why is she still trying to kill you? I mean, you are one of her sons. And her main concern, her main objective was to kill, what's his name again? Harlan, right? Yeah. So why are these creatures coming in now? For what? For what purpose?
Fight Alma, briefly. It's kind of fucked up that you end this game by shooting your mother in the face a bunch of times. That's brutal as hell. And
seriously? So you have to fight against her? Wow, alright.
the cherry on top, the Origin facility explodes.
Is that a nuclear device?
Be proud, Mr. Wu.
It's taking forever. The shockwave.
No worries, Point Man survives this, and so do Holiday and Jin, which is nice.
I don't know how you live with that. We still don't know the extent of the damage.
We haven't been able to get through to anyone since the explosion. What about Alma? What happened to her? What was that sound?
She's pulling a Jason! Oh, I'm gonna pay for this one. I gotta stop putting curse shit into my PC.
Oh my gosh, it's really being filled up with all of this blood. Okay guys, that is it. That is it with Fear Point Man Insurrection, requested by Yuku Vales Sword and created on the Civvie 11 YouTube channel. The game, yes, very linear, you know, shooting type of game. I still don't really like the fact that Point Man is not talking. You know, it's everybody else is talking, but not Point Man. Point Man can't tell his aunt slash his aunt. He can't tell his aunt that, you know, I'm related to you. Your father impregnated his own her own elder sister, you know. That kind of situation is not being explained. And yet she's here saying that, oh, she needs to save her father, she needs to protect her father, she needs to save to get to her father, when she doesn't know the truth of the father, you know. So it was just weird hearing her say all these things. And then also Harlan, you know, being killed by Alma was good. You know, it was a good ending to that situation because, you know, she needed to take revenge. However, now she comes after you, her son, you know. She targets you with her psychic attacks and you have to kill her or shoot her. I don't know, because I don't think she's actually there. It's still part of her psychic attack, illusionary type attack, you know. So you're not really killing her because her consciousness is with Paxton. What you're seeing here is just an illusion of her. So yeah, it was kind of weird that you have to fight against your mother like that. And the soldiers, yeah, they were cool with the armor, the mech suits, the, well, not the what do they call them, the infiltrators, or the ones that cloak. Yeah, not those guys. Those guys were just pitiful. And the weapon types were also quite nice. I like the shotgun, I like the double wielded pistols. That was also cool. But what makes it even better is the fact that you can enter into some sort of like a slow motion effect. And, you know, you can see all the detailing of, you know, what happens when the bullets come out of the barrel and hit their target, you know, and also the effects of the explosions due to bullets was a bit excessive, especially when you see people being hit in the face and you see the blood splatter coming out, or in the chest, or, you know, like a point blank range, you know, shot, especially with the shotgun. It was just excessively bloody, really. And even when you see the gun, you know, shooting on walls, and you know, like the different types of weapons, like the pistols or the SMGs, especially when it came to the shotgun, I think it was a bit too excessive, really. Because like I said before, it's as if the pellets of the shotgun also have miniature explosives. That's how, you know, overwhelming it was, really. So yeah, but I do like how the soldiers just fly around like rag dolls when you kill them. That was just that was just so funny, really. And yeah, I think the storyline, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I just wish they would have fleshed it out a bit more. And also, like I said before, given the opportunity for Point Man to talk to his related family members, like Paxton and like his aunt, you know. I just wish. Oh yeah, aunt / sister, because, you know, Harlan is also the father and the grandfather. So yeah, you know, I just wish that Paxton could, Point Man could talk to these people, because it's always Paxton, it's always you know, other people who are talking to Point Man, and Point Man not saying anything, nothing at all. So yeah, it's just weird. So I wonder what happened to Paxton. Is he going to appear in F.E.A.R 2 and 3, maybe, just like the Alma? And I'm not sure about the sister aunt, whether she's going to be featuring in the next installments of the games. But yeah, it's an interesting game. Interesting, fun game, fun shooting game, definitely. But yeah, guys, I guess that's it. That's it for tonight. Thank you again to Yoko Valesword for requesting that I should react to this video. Thank you to Civvie11 for producing such great content. Really, this was enjoyable, especially the way you venerate the shotgun and the slow motion and the double pistols. Yeah, really, it was enjoyable to listening to you, you know, just giving such high praises for this gun, and you know, the abilities that you can use while shooting with this gun, particularly the slow motion effect. Yeah, it was funny. Guys, that is it for tonight. Remember, if you want to check out the original video as well as Civvie11's YouTube channel, the links are going to be in the description below. If you like my reaction, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification bell if you want to be up to date with my latest videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay? Good night.